Hello everybody, it's Brett here, Lionheart84. Nice to see you. It's February the 2nd at the moment, and I'm out in the garden because I've got a plant unboxing to do. I'm absolutely loving the weather. It's amazing. It's 55 degrees Fahrenheit here, which is about 13 degrees centigrade. Now that's about 8 degrees centigrade or 15 degrees Fahrenheit warmer than an average February day. So when the sun was out a short while ago, it's glorious, but it is quite breezy today, but it's so mild, it's absolutely crazy. Now I had at the beginning of the week arrive a box with some bare root plants, and these are my first purchase of the year. They may well be my last purchase of the year because I don't really need any more, but these were just to sort of complete my collection. So I'm just going to show you what I bought, just for anybody who was interested. So, got here, should be 2 persimmons here. Let's cut them open and have a look. Obviously they've wrapped the roots in black polythene, which should keep them nice and moist. But let's have a quick look and see what the plants look like. These are the final persimmons to my collection. I don't think there's anything else that I either need to buy, want to buy, or will be able to buy, because they've proved extremely difficult to buy in Europe, and it's incredible that I've managed to get up to the collection that I have got to so far. So we'll have a look and see what's in here. I think these will be 2-year-old grafted trees, I would guess. I mean, they're a very good height. They look as if they're single stemmed trees, so what I normally do when I pop them up is cut them back a bit to encourage branching. So let's see what we've actually got here. Now what you can see, what they do is they wrap them in damp newspaper to keep the roots moist, and then polythene around them. So they're actually okay to leave in these boxes for you can leave them in a week or two, as long as it's somewhere nice and cool. But I will, now I've actually opened these, I will prop them up today. I won't bother making a video of that, I don't think, because I've done a detailed video about potting up my bare root plants before, and if I can find the link to that video, I'll pop it in the description below if there's anybody who's at least a bit interested. So basically what we've got here, the first one here, I can pull this out without making too much of this. This variety is a Russian Beauty. Let me hold that there and see if you can focus. Probably won't be able to read it because look, it's covered in mud. Now this is a cross, this is a Russian Beauty, not a bad root system on it. Should go into a pot nice and easily. Plant's probably about between 4 and 5 feet tall, but I'll take a little bit off the tip to encourage it to branch out. A Russian Beauty is a cross between a Virginiana and a Kharkiv, so I think it's probably Ukrainian developed cross. So I think they produce fruits that are roughly about 5 centimetres, so about 2 inches wide. It's supposed to be quite a nice sweet fruit, and I'm hoping that it's going to crop for me in containers. So that one's Russian Beauty. I'll leave that there for the minute. The next one is a plant called Russian Red. Now, going back to the Russian Beauty, I believe that one of the parents might be Rossiyanka for that, which is a well-known, I think, American persimmon. It may even be a hybrid itself, because quite often these plants get crossed and crossed again. Now this one here is a Russian Red. I don't know if you'll be able to see that again. I'll put the label up there, so, oops, sorry. So that one's a Russian Red. And this is actually a cross between a Russian Beauty and, I think, if I remember rightly, Honan Red. Yeah, this is a cross between Russian Beauty and a Honan Red. No idea what the fruit's like. It says 2.5 inches in diameter, reddish orange fruit. So again, it's probably the same sort of height, between 4 and 5 feet tall. I'll probably take about six to 8 inches off this if we encourage it to branch out lower, because I like lowish bushy plants. And again, we'll see how that develops next summer. And the final plant, something completely different that I fancy trying, which I'm going to put into a larger container to see how we get on with it. This is my first one of these, and it will be the only one I get. This is a northern pecan. See if I can get that label close enough to read. I don't know if that's going to focus in or not. Might know to look at the video later. This is a grafted pecan, which is this is a Carrier Illinois ensis, and this variety is Carlson number 3. I gather there's 2 or 3 different varieties of Carlson, and it's obviously on a nice thick rootstock. Looks like they do a cleft graft on this from what I can see. Looks like a standard cleft graft. Seems to have taken nicely. I won't trim this back at all, there's no need to. I mean, pecan should be quite large, quite quick growing, and I don't need to cut it back because I'll probably let this grow to about 8 to 10 feet in a container. I don't think it'll ever fruit in a container, but I want to grow it until I run out of space, and then I guess at that point I can always plant it at my parents and see how it does there. But I just fancied a pecan to see what would happen. Anyway, that was my 3 plant unboxing. I'm not expecting to buy any more plants this year. I might be tempted to buy perhaps a tropical. I haven't got a white sapote, and I'd like to have a go at one of those, and I haven't got a Jaboticaba, and I'd like to try one of those as well, but might prove difficult to buy in Europe. But really I haven't got room for any more tropicals, and I'm having troubles with at least 2 or 3 of them surviving the dry atmosphere inside the house. I'm actually going to spray them a bit later because there's quite a lot of mealybug and scale insect appeared on some of the other plants, but I'll deal with that later after I've done the repotting of the bare root trees, and I'll probably just tack a bit on this video at the end a bit later just to see what they look like when they're potted up. Now it's out for now, and I'll see if I get a chance to add to the video later. Thanks for watching. So as promised, I'm just tacking a bit on the end of the video. I've repotted the bare root, or potted up the bare root trees I should say. That's the pecan. I decided to go with a smaller pot for that because it had quite a very small root system, and I thought I didn't want to over pot it and have the compost go stale. So we'll give that 1 year probably in that pot, and then it'll go into a much larger container, as obviously they're vigorous trees with big root systems. 2 persimmons are in the pots. They should be able to stand these size containers. I hope they're going to stand this size for 3 or 4 years. I've taken probably taken about 6 to 8 inches off the height of them, and I've taken them both, cut them back to buds that looked nice and healthy and fat, so hopefully come the spring these will get into growth and will branch out quite nicely. I'm also going to up-pot a couple of figs today because I've noticed a couple of my figs got a lot of roots coming out the pots, and although they like to be pot bound, I don't want them to be so pot bound that they don't grow to bigger plants. So I'm going to do the Verdone, and I'll probably do this one here as well. I think this one is a well, this is a Panache or Panache, depending what you want to call it. I might repot that one as well because that's got roots coming out the bottom of the pot. Anyway, and I've put my aluminium labels on, so should the paper ones or plastic ones get damaged or blow away, I'll hopefully still have the aluminium ones on there, so I know what the plants are in 3 or 4 years time. Anyway, thanks for watching everybody. It's Brett out for now. I'm going to carry on with the repotting before it starts to get cold or rains. A little bit of reorganisation of the pots, and go and have a relaxing cup of coffee. Thanks for watching. Welcome to like, share and subscribe. Welcome to hit the bell if you'd like to get notifications about future videos. And obviously as we head through February and into March, hopefully we'll start to get some plants growing, and then had a little bit more to put in the videos. I'll catch up with you next video. Enjoy the rest of your weekend everybody. Brett out.